person. Look at. Oh, did you see that dude? His title was 0, and then the thing to the side, then to the name, and it said cult. And I don't know why. There's something kind of hilarious about how brazen that is. Also, hello internet. Wait, we are live, right?
I think we are live, yes.
Oh look, you are live. Yes, I just got the thing. Hello. Oh geez, there goes the bookmark. If I can hear me.
There goes the bookmark.
There goes the bookmark.
Yes, greetings, my disciples. We are back once again for more Mender building, or in this case, Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, well, the two are not. In fact, the two are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they're almost mutually inclusive.
That is fair.
Yes.
Regardless, we are back for more of this.
This game.
Of this game. Yeah, sorry, I am also tired, as is Angel, but we are back, and today we'll be saying goodbye to people in Ishgard, and then attempting to get to that creepy city in the sky where the Holy See has retreated, and hopefully we'll get to kick him in the face.
Mm-hmm. Also, that other asshole too, who killed
yes,
friend.
especially the asshole who killed Heavensward.
Yes. No, that's the dragon.
Oh, not Heavensward.
Heart. Oh crap. Our benefactor.
Yes.
Our friend.
Oh, this is my old friend, off to face the Archbishop and his cronies, is it? Oh. I'll have to go get those bastards a good wallet myself. That's Snake, Charbard especially, but I gotta stay here and keep an eye on things. With the Archbishop gone, some of the poor folk might get into their heads of doing something stupid like storming the pillars, but blood won't get us what we want. We need to be around to remind them of that in case they forget. No need to worry about us anyway. I'll work with someone to preserve the peace. You just concentrate on someone on the score of the Archbishop, eh?
Oh yeah. Harshfont.
Harshfont, that's it.
Yes. Oh my god. I was gonna feel so bad if I couldn't remember the guy's name.
You have a better chance of remembering it than I do.
Oh, geez. Still, but you also had an advantage at least. I had an advantage in terms of remembering names. You have an advantage in terms of you played more of the Ishgard
quest and everything,
and knew him better than I.
Yes, he was also a significant part of A Realm Reborn after the Scions are captured.
Hi.
Yeah. So off to the Archbishop then. Please be careful and watch over the others, will you? We lost too many of our friends as it is. Some may return to us, but I couldn't bear to lose anyone else. I just couldn't. I realize I'm asking a lot, but you're the strongest person I know, and I don't think there's anything you can't achieve if you put your mind to it. So please, whatever happens, keep everyone safe. Will do.
I would ask if you could hug her, but I think that would be. I think you stand to stab her in about 14 different places.
I could poke her.
No, don't poke her.
I could take a picture of her.
Okay, that's better. But still, the last time you.
I could water her.
Can you imagine, like, you looking through, like, your picture and be like, oh yes, there's Tucker. Oh look, there's Mombrelda.
I could water her.
You could water her, yes.
She's inside, so she wouldn't get that cold. This is it then. Go well, my friend. I shall pray to the Fury for your preservation. That you think it's strange that a daughter of Gadaman should pray? I do not blame you. I usually think it passing strange myself. But all that changed when I discovered something dearer to me than my own life. Thereafter, praying seemed the most natural thing in the world.
Aww.
Prayers are born of heartfelt faith, and manipulating the people's beliefs for his own twisted ends, the Archbishop makes a mockery of their very existence. Not be born.
And that's a fair point. I mean, there is a difference between faith and religion. Obviously, the two go hand in hand, and plenty of religions and religious, institutions do wonderful work and really help people. But, when there's people and power involved, things can get messy.
Hurry on hard times.
Oh, you haven't seen that before? Bro,
No.
I do that like every time you're in here.
I've never noticed.
You didn't know?
I didn't notice. I didn't read the name.
Oh my god. I just didn't think that happened to you. I thought you had like a nose for puns. I thought you would have smelt it out by now.
Well, every time I've run past, it's probably been story things happening. I mean, the last time we were down there, a guy got kicked through the doors and landed on the table when we were having a secret meeting.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
Or,
point.
like, on the floor near our secret meeting.
Yeah.
Yes, I shall come inside.
And also, too, I'm still remembering the time when I just randomly found that one parcel who's hanging from the scaffold thing. And we can't do anything.
Master Century, how good of you to pay me a visit.
That being said,
Feels as though we were only yesterday when we first met here in this chamber. You came to us as a fugitive seeking asylum, and now you bear the hopes of our nation upon your shoulders.
Because of a fatigue.
Don't make me throw this pillow at you.
I heard that. Oh, hello. How long were you standing there with that shield? Dear God, you can barely see your face.
He would not have told you, but when Restaurant begged me to accept you into our household, he described you as hope incarnate.
Aww.
At the time, I assumed he was waxing lyrical, as was his wont, but I have come to see that he simply spoke the truth.
Aww.
Well, I did stop the dragons from getting into Ishgard the first time.
Yeah.
You are hope, a shining beacon that shall guide the people of Ishgard through the raging snowstorm.
So sweet. Oh, you get his shield. My God, that was a really thick shield.
Yeah. Memento, were my son here, he would have wished to fight at your side in the battle to come. Take care, my friend, and return to us.
Stoic nod. No, that's not a stoic nod. That's definitely a sad face nod.
That's a solemn nod.
Yeah, solemn nod.
I'll be honest, I was half expecting me to get my other crystal, revived right then and there. But I have a feeling it's going to be saved for the finale.
When you see just how thick that shield is, you realize how powerful that weapon was.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder, I mean, granted, there may have been other sorcery involved, but no wonder, if Alcinod couldn't heal it. There was so much damage if it blasted through a shield like that, and that was almost you.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's any better that it's harsh fun, but...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Lord Edmund bequeathed to you Lord Huntspawn's shield, a noble gesture. Bear the hopes and dreams of full many souls. Let their faith in us be a source of strength and courage as we face our remaining trials. Oh, there's...
Yeah.
If we are the hope of the people, does that mean that we gain power from their hope in us? Sort of like a primal, but not, not in the detrimental way.
Oh, that could be very interesting.
Maybe, we'll see. Hope enkindled.
You're basically like the fierce deity from Termina, powered by the hearts of the people.
Yep. The first flight of the Excelsior. Oh, it's no longer the Enterprise.
Well, it's still okay because here's the thing. Excelsior was also a ship in Starfleet.
Yay!
Continuing on the trend, it's okay.
The game will soon be afoot, and Alphanat is keen to assemble the players. Work on Enterprise nearly complete. Let the Stoll know to make ready.
Did you see your little wind-up stand? Hold out like a piece of machinery and went hammer, 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 and then put it away.
just like Hildebrand will pot and the little wind-up Nashu to pose.
Which is very cute. Hi, Stola. Hi, Biggs. Hi, Witch. Hi, Sid.
Oh, this thing's definitely reinforced. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Until but recently, the Ishgardians have kept their doors firmly shut to outsiders.
Man, look at that all.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks to you, we have found in them stout allies with whom we may fight to secure the future of the realm. Truly, you are the beacon of hope towards which all men are drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at you and all your spiky horror.
Spare us the hyperbole. 'Tis not for praise that we fight.
Hey, man. How you doing? How long have you been
Oh?
standing there?
In light of all we have achieved, I felt it only meet to express my gratitude.
Hey, get it for me.
All that we have achieved. Spoken like a true outsider. Until the war is over, we have achieved nothing.
Oh, Estinian, you're always so grumpy.
Yeah.
The coming battle is a chance to excise the root of this conflict. And by my hand, it shall be done. Then, you may speak of achievement.
To be fair, there are still a lot of dragons that could
It was
cause
not mine
problems.
intent to make light of your struggle. If I have given offense, then I apologize. But if I may speak freely, you would do well to be wary of the Eye. Even now, it burns with insatiable hatred, watching unblinking for a sign of weakness. Should you falter for so much as a moment, it will surely consume you.
She can probably see that even more so than she could before, considering enhanced eyesight. Or
save your
altered
concern.
eyesight.
Yeah.
I will consume the eye ere I let it consume me.
I don't think that would solve your problems, but
I had problems with I had worries about him when I started this quest, especially because the level 50 Dragoon quest before the Ishgardian quest even started did have him being temporarily consumed by the eye and me basically kicking his ass to knock him out of it.
Look at the two of you and your two little tails.
Yep. Mine's significantly more spiky than hers.
Hers is so fluffy.
Hmm?
You okay?
Just making sure the stream's still going. My thing wasn't following it.
Praised. Thou hast not yet set forth.
Okay, yeah, it is. It's just my computer for some reason froze up on it.
Oh, problematic.
So.
Nope, wrong button.
Cross sand and snow have I journeyed.
He has another crystal.
Oh my
this
gosh.
gift unto thee.
We can take down at least one other Ashian now.
Oh my god, but god, at what cost?
At this point, oh no,
Oh god. What?
Estinian. Or
The Holy See?
no, we find the second eyeball of Needhog that is still missing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If we can find that, maybe that'll give us enough ether to destroy an Ashian once we've trapped it inside this goddamn crystal.
White auracite. But whence did it come?
To mine amazement, it lay hid amongst Moonbreeder's last effects.
Oh.
'Twas but blind chance or providence that I did hap to spy it. Let no man claim that my late friend e'er erred for lack of foresight.
She must have had a spare.
Oh,
In the place whither thou goest, servants of darkness do lie in wait. Pray, give unto me thy pledge that thou wilt strike them down and avenge our fallen comrade.
Here, take this rock.
I'll need that, especially if the new one hanging out with the Holy See.
Bittersweet nod.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see your face. I don't know what your expression is, but I imagine that's a bittersweet moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then just looking at you as Imperial nuisance after all that.
Let's go, Aura. Oz's law awaits.
Look at you! You pronounced it correctly. I'm so proud of you. No! Denied. This is my potassium.
Give me that back.
No.
Can I actually have the back to lean on?
We've just finished our work on the Enterprise. She's so much improved, I've decided to give her a new name to suit.
Hi, Rose.
Hello, Rose.
The Enterprise Excelsior. Or simply the Excelsior if pressed for time.
Just love that idea that you could be so pressed for time. You're just like, ah!
Once again, she'll carry
Yep.
Eorzea's
We're doing okay, Rose.
into battle.
Just a little bit tired.
Yeah,
Long day, and it's very hot here.
it is. It's at least a little bit better today than it was yesterday.
That's fair.
Stoic not.
All aboard!
My god. Sometimes the Lawful voices just do not match their bodies and it cracks me up.
I can do no more than see you off with prayers for your safety and success.
Well, I appreciate that. I would hug you, but I would probably
Yet
stab you
no.
about 12 different places.
But wheresoever you may go, my son's spirit goes with you. May the Fury grant you strength.
Thank you.
Stoic. No, sad not. Solemn not.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, other friends.
Return to us. All of you.
We'll do our best. Stoic not. That's probably a stoic not. Aww, Pataru. Please put on something that has longer sleeves, sweetie. Your elbows are showing. And it's snowing. You must be very cold.
Enterprise Excelsior. Engage.
He just needs the dramatic finger point, and we can call him Picard.
Make it so. Well, granted, I don't know. He's like kind of, I don't know. There's a certain charismaticness to him that feels more Kirk than Picard.
That's fair. But he also doesn't have Kirk's derpiness.
No. Yeah, there are a few people who derp the way that Kirk does. But here's the thing, Kirk has derpy moments, but I don't know if he's himself a full derp. It's very rare balance to strike.
Yes, it is.
And wartime fighter too. It makes me think of it as Cisco from
Ugh. The sky looks almost toxic.
It really does. So good. Alright. What was with it? Witch.
Everyone brace.
Oh god.
Astinian.
Get ready!
Oh god. Alright.
While I have a bad feeling we're gonna like crash through the barrier and possibly destroy it.
Because it's this kind of a cutscene, really. It doesn't
Yep.
have the story beat.
Eye of mine enemy, render unto me thy power!
Whoa! Okay. Careful. Careful. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh man.
No, you will not claim me. I am the master.
It makes me think of the Palantirs from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Those eyes that basically allow you to communicate with Mara.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah.
Charge!
You do engage in a huge mental struggle with those.
Yeah.
You see Aragorn dealing with one of the images prior, but in the very in which you actively communicate with Sauron. And then you see that through. Oh, you did it! Woo!
The barrier is down.
We're through!
So did you just break a relatively small chunk of the entire barrier just gave up?
Possibly. It's hard to tell.
Alright, good for you guys.
What on earth?
Okay. They're like a giant.
Oh god, the Empire's here! This is, I'm telling you, this is turning into Castle of the Sky. The evil ship is below
This
us.
is a lot, yes, right? It's okay, hey.
Honestly, at this point, I'm hoping they just blow the place up,
At
but...
this point, Switch franchises become like pull the Star Wars and basically hide yourself on the back of the ship. They won't see you.
I think it's too late for that. We're right in front of them.
You can still make it work. You can still make it work. Act like you're trash.
Chief, we've got an Imperial battleship on our tail. And it's bleeding massive.
Did you think you wouldn't have noticed it, Biggs? God, this thing is here. Whoa!
I saw that coming! Well, remember, it took the other dragon that destroyed my blessing to get through it there.
To open the door for them.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, there down. Oh, God.
You stole? You have any barrier spells? We could use them.
Hang on to something.
Yes, please. I just want you to, like, anchor yourself to the massive and throw all your spiky.
We're all going to die! Tataru!
You're looking at TV or you can get your phone along. Oh, no! Switch!
He's probably just not...
Take much more of this.
Well, you did say it was going to get destroyed, although who would thought it would be by the Imperials, not by the actual energy surge.
The time has come to use Heidlin's gift.
You sail? Oh wait, that's you stole the sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Iceheart!
Blood
It's not
has been
Iceheart!
spilled in my name. And for what? For a false cause that I created for want of the warmth of companionship.
Hey!
A Raceful Guard!
How you doing there? But oh wait, is she riding it? She is! Look at her, she's riding her.
Pray, Svelga. Pray forgive this fool. But
Which
even
fool
now,
is she referring to? Oh, hers. She's probably referring to
I
herself.
cannot let go of my dream. My dream of a tomorrow in which no child need freeze alone in the snow.
It took his father all his strength to take down the last Imperial ship of that size. I have a feeling...
Dragon! This is the real ramming speed. Oh, there she goes too. He just dropped her. Well, no, I mean on purpose. She's clearly.
She has a crystal like the one
Hi.
She has a crystal like the one that I got from the other primals.
Race will go.
Is that Azelle? What does she mean to do?
Oh goddess, born of mine own hopes and dreams, for the last time, I beseech
I don't think she's making it out of that.
No.
fill this vessel with your light. Still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Oh.
Oh shit, the Empire now knows that people can do that on their own.
Oh.
She throws them midair.
Oh, she's in the back. He does not know that people can do that, but still, if there was a lot of steps before we got to this point that he doesn't know about.
Mm-hmm. She's providing a distraction so we can land.
And takes him out too, but she's preventing
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It looks like a cross between season from 16 and Karuto.
Yeah.
Whoa. You know what that makes me think of? That movie that
Yeah.
Commodus Servitor.
It's getting bigger.
Wally and Bowser.
Oh, he's...
Whoa. Oh.
The entire thing's tilting.
Oh yeah.
Airship is going down. I repeat, airship is going
There
down.
she is. Oh, she looks exhausted.
She had a crystal. The amount of ether that was in one of those crystals is immense.
No.
She didn't. I don't think she expected to survive this.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, that wasn't good, but I actually thought she herself exploded.
Nah. But
And this isn't really any better. Oh. Oh my god, this infected thing must be worse. No.
thank you, Iceheart.
Farewell, warrior of light. And thank you for showing me the way.
That's right. She also has Heidelin's blessing.
Oh. Oh.
She will. But I wonder if she'll actually go to be with Heidelin now. You stole salsa.
It was a crystal of light.
She used Heidelin's power to enhance her own. Whoa!
She, too, was one of Heidelin's chosen.
It almost looks kind of like Heidelin in some ways.
Yeah, like a nebula. Makes me think of a nebula. Hey, man.
She took down the airship, though. The Empire's not getting into this goddamn city yet. At least not yet. Fare you well, my lady.
I think that was the nicest thing he's ever said to her. Or about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a bad feeling when she just kind of disappeared from the story for a while, but... Holy cow, she went out with a bang.
Yeah, but
Literally.
I hate the fact that she's just falling and Lord only knows where she'll end up. And
She broke apart. It wasn't just that, she literally broke apart into ice.
Yeah,
I don't even... Yeah, like, I think like her entire body just broke to pieces.
I just think I know.
It kind of... You maybe kind of hope that you'd be able to find it, but...
I know. almost thought, see, like, Grace Bogar going down to go catch her or something. Like,
No.
even if she wasn't going to die, even if she wasn't going to live, there was still...
No, I think that she just, like, basically shattered. And the way she spoke, I don't think she was expecting to survive with the amount of ether she used.
But there's a difference between knowing that you're not going to die and just completely dropping to the sky.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be back on solid ground, even if said ground is floating in the sky. And then Imperial battleship appeared, and I thought we were finished. I mean, would have been, and your friend not did what she did.
Aww, Alphanor.
Well, grant her mercy. Brief though our time together was, Ysael was a true friend, a gentle soul who fought for her beliefs. She would have made a fine scion.
Well, it's a scion, but one who fights for our cause. Our hopes survive thanks to her sacrifice. Let that be enough.
Yeah, post-mortem scion.
That's what I'm saying. She's been dubbed. Yet I cannot help but wonder how she came to know of our presence here.
From Horace Vogar, I would wager. He would have felt my channeling of the Eye's power.
Sure, but they got there fast.
It would seem they were able to make a peace with one another in the end. She gave her life because she believed in us. We owe it to her to see our mission through.
Stoic nods. Solid nods.
See that dome-like structure further in? Looks like our way there.
For your sail! For your sail, friends.
For artifacts. How do you pronounce his name? Hartrafront, yeah.
No, not Hardy Fronts.
For both of them.
No, yes.
Oh, there are not any currents nearby.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, this place was still behind a barrier for a while.
Yeah.
The air is probably very stale in here.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't the 6th area? Or maybe I'm just not far enough in yet?
Only quest-based.
Oh, only quest-based, okay. Also, dang, this Aetheroid looks funky!
Right?
I do like how like as the expansion goes on, they're actually experimenting with different Aetheroid designs rather than just all the normal ones from the main game.
This one is modern art, which I guess maybe it's something to deal with.
Very technological modern art, honestly.
Hi, friends. Like friends. Deactivate terminal.
Yeah. Isle Sentinels don't seem to frequent this area. We should be safe here. Let's talk strategy, shall we?
Okay.
Can I activate this terminal? Terminal is unresponsive. Oh, what do you know?
It looks like a man with a plan.
Oh, what do you know? Aether current. First of all, in the interest of efficiency, yes, we should make this place our base camp. Coordinate the search for the Archbishop from here. I have no objections. Now that we stand at Azaz's law, I am struck by the vastness of the Isle. We must need be methodical if we are to find our quarry. Good. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this used to be an airship landing, and a major one at that. From what I know of Algan design, there should be a terminal nearby that's linked to the Isle's operational heart.
Yeah, I already went and hooked it.
Yeah. If we find such a terminal, we should be able to learn something of the Archbishop. Whereabouts? Let's split up and look for it.
It's right there! It's right there, though! It's like, no!
It's surrounded by boxes.
Aren't you all going in the wrong direction?
Don't question it.
No, I am questioning it. It's right there!
Well, apparently...
Good job, Sid. You found it. Hi, Sid.
Terminal's long since dysfunctioned. Search for another.
Okay, that makes it a little bit worse. Let's do each other.
Surveying.
Alright.
By our part, most of the technology is from Algan relics. If we can find the terminal, I reckon we can operate it. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually realize that that's where they got it. I thought they got a number of it from Alphanod's own old home. Still, the technological designs on everything. What ungodly vessel must the Algans have built to warrant so vast a landing?
Honestly, if the Empire took notes from the Allagans, that could explain the massive size of their own airship.
Yeah, honestly, I could see their airship like pulling up to the end, like the Empire is pulling up to the end there and landing. If, you know, it wasn't currently, like, in free fall after being attacked by a primal.
Yeah.
A primal on a basically suicide run. Oh, there's actually rock on here. I was starting to wonder if this place was all technological, honestly.
Hello.
Snapper rook. Machines are beyond my ken. I shall leave it to the others to find this terminal. More concerned to me are the dragons that I sense nearby. I don't think the dragons are going to be a problem. They probably just came with Heavensward to kind of help with that. The two dragons that were near Iceheart, I feel, kind of, you know, were there to intercept fire for her while she transformed.
Yeah, I can see that. They didn't really take much part in anything else. But...
Yeah, I wonder if Heavensward is going to have part in this. Nothing? Damn it. There's just this terminal then. It doesn't respond to anything I do. Any bright ideas, Wedge? Wedge? He was just a mere monkey. Oh, don't tell me he's wandered off.
Oh.
Sorry, I began my search for him, absent-minded as he is. I worry that he strayed beyond the landing area and made friends with the local sentinels. Friends?
Well, here's hoping he didn't get kidnapped, the poor thing.
Let's call Twilight Sparkle. She loves friends. Have you good views of Squad? Squad! There's a lot of elemental enemies up here.
Oh, there we go.
Not to be confused with Wedge.
Wedge! Oh. Wedge! Uh-oh. Oh! Hey, you okay?
Ow.
Okay, mostly okay.
Ed, you alright? Fine, achieved your trip, that's all.
Over a miniature of the Death Star, looks like.
Full of a lollipop. What were you thinking coming here on your own? Death by overwork is one thing, death by stupidity quite another.
I'm sorry, that was such a Lord of the Rings reference.
Sorry, Chief, but I think I found something.
That was such a Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah. What is this? A wreck of a sentinel? There's no wreck, Chief. She's still operational.
Then here's hoping she doesn't kill. No, don't kick her. She's gonna get mad at you. Don't do that. See, look.
See?
Yeah, she's gonna be so indignant with you if you keep talking to her like that. Ah!
Blip. Initiating. Blip. Performing that. Blip. That doesn't complete. To proceed, please agree to terms and conditions of use.
Oh my god. We have to tell this thing. We have to tell the guys so that we are not a robot. We have to agree to the Apple terms of service. Yes!
Yes.
So we're done.
Thank you. To register as a user, please state your name. I'm Wedge, and that there is Aura.
Well, I guess making friends with Sentinels is not a bad thing.
User registration complete. Welcome to Azaz's Law, Master Wedge, and Master Aura. I am Guidance Node GLI. Or I guess.
I'm gonna call her Jill.
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 Yeah. Yours is just like, okay, let's just roll with it.
Here's the thing, when he was talking about making friends with Sentinels, I was thinking he was going along the lines of let's make sure that he doesn't get killed by roaming Sentinels, but he actually made a friend!
Sid was probably intending it to be, let's not let him get murdered, but what do you know? The power of Twilight Sparkle compels it.
Bro, I literally just said that.
I know.
Are you confirming what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm confirming.
Because it sounds like you were saying the same thing, but as though it was something different.
No, I was confirming and just adding the pony reference.
Okay, now look at Jill.
That's about what I had in mind, but it just might serve.
Yeah?
Well, bring the note this way, would you? There's something I'd like to try.
Hey Jill, we need some help. Actually, it feels appropriate that we need their Jill.
Oh, I need a status report on this facility. Gil, you have to...
Oh my god!
Gilly, you have to do what the
Gilly!
chief said.
Alright, I was close. Gilly, I like Gilly. Oh my god, I'm happy. I'm very happy that I am not the only one who named this thing.
Yes, that's it. Good girl.
Oh my god, I have never related to Wedge more than I have in this moment.
Ah, here we are. Not much of note. It appears someone recently activated Helix, which is in this area.
I know that is this area.
Oh, this area.
Yeah. When you were wandering around, you saw the something that was the Alpha Quadrant, and then when you came back over, this is the Helix.
Mm-hmm. Deactivated, you say? By the Archbishop, I'd wager. I dare say he woke the place up when he used the Vanu's key. Are other people in the facility? If so, where?
Gilly. Come on, Gilly.
Let's see here. On the flagship, that's the central aisle, seeing positive readings within the ethereal-chemical research facility and the fractal continuum.
Very good.
And what do we have here? Intruders detected in the Gamma Quadrant. Defense system engaged. Our Imperial friends, I suspect. I hope they enjoy the defense system. What are the Archbishop and his cronies? What might offer an indication? Ah, how about this? Which area is currently consuming the most energy?
Ooh, very nice. Good idea.
Somewhere called Triad Control. Inside the research facility.
Okay.
What manner of place is that? It is, and I quote, a regulatory facility for the Warring Triad test subjects. And that's all it says. The rest of the information is only accessible to users with consular privileges.
Then how about you or Wedge Tribe? Maybe you guys have those privileges.
Probably not, but maybe we could find like an ID card.
True, but you are the only
And
one.
Warring Triad. The only thing that makes me think of is when Garuda, Ifrit, and Titan were about to fight each other.
Oh.
I'm hoping that's not the case, but we'll see.
Jesus. I mislike the sound of this, which leads me to believe that is indeed the place. Well, that's as good a guess as any, right?
I'm inclined to agree with your stall. Whatever it is that the Archbishop seeks, it is like to be there. Settles it then. Let's find a way to cross over to the flagship.
Oh boy. There. Stoic nods.
All around.
Even Jilly kind of seemed to nod. Oh, she kind of like bobbed her head in the circle. You could argue that's a nod.
Yep. As complete. Okay, so it is this place, and there's 5 quest-related atheist currents.
Hi, Gilly.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing most of them will probably be story-related.
In knows we trust. The old giants known as patiently awaiting instructions. Gilly, I love this thing.
Greetings, Master Aura. Is there something you wish to know? So we have to reach the research facility. Requesting access to the research facility. Access granted. Generated route. Beep. Route generated. Commencing guidance to chosen destination. Immediately aware that the destination route may take you through restricted sectors, that the Isles of Systems may attempt to terminate you. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risk of damage, of injury, including death, that may occur en route to your destination.
See, this is why you read the terms of services.
It's not like we had any other choice but to accept them. Otherwise, she wouldn't have given us this much information in the first place.
True, but still.
Can the goddess not be trusted? I know not, but we have 2 other options. Let's see where it leads us. Or your stroll is Sinian, we 4 shall proceed to the research facility. Sid, the Excelsior is our sole means of escape. Pray remain here and have her ready to depart at a moment's notice. Understood. We'll see that she's prepared and ready to fly. If anything happens, just let me know via Link Pearl. Be on your guard, my friends. The enemy could be anywhere.
And be careful because, yeah. Well.
Oh, I can accept quests from these random nodes that are now around. Oh, it repairs my stuff for me. How nice.
Nice and big. Although, what on earth is it going to do with the money?
How on earth is it accepting money that's a few thousand years out of date? That's a better question.
No? I mean, look, they're both valid questions, but here's the thing. At least by accepting the money, maybe it's cool. I mean, it's basically like you're giving them antiques.
Yeah. Oh, and I can also get myself a new shield.
Maybe these things are collectors of old technology. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I'll do these side quests at another time. Assuming that the city doesn't get blown up and fall out of the sky, but I don't have a feeling that's going to happen. So far, there hasn't been any missable side quests.
Yeah, I cannot imagine, they would have all this stuff where I feel like if you had to do the side quests before you did the main story, something would tell you.
Yeah, so it'd be like, warning, you cannot come back to this area once you complete this quest.
Now, granted, maybe it does get knocked out of the sky, but then you can access it on the ground.
Maybe.
Can you imagine if this place does fall out of the sky and it ends up right next to the Crystal Tower? Like, hey, Groundhog, what's up? We're neighbors. This is Gilly.
He hits the snooze button and rolls over.
Basically, like pulling a nap loop, like, here's a loud crash and something outside of his window, and then he just closes the blinds and goes back to sleep. It's just something interrupts him.
Yes. I like all the new enemy types, though, in this area. Very interesting. Oh, what on earth?
Makes me think of the, Snow Knight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
Hey, Gilly. Hello.
Yeah, there's more Cybermonkey. Yep, you're currently within the Alpha Quadrant. First, you must use nearby matter conduit to travel to the Beta Quadrant. Please wait a moment while I activate it.
Can I get Gilly and Yushtona for these? And you can get a good. Thank you.
Terminal online.
Look at her just bopping along.
Oh!
That's gonna be fun. It's like a teleporter now.
Yep. So we're gonna have to go through Alpha, Beta, and then maybe Sigma and Gamma?
Probably, maybe Delta.
Yeah, Delta.
Although it could be Sigma, I don't know. The use of the quadrants in that term is making me think very much Star Trek, and it's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta.
That's fair.
Alright. Everyone stay still. We don't want to accidentally end up inside each other's bodies.
Whee!
Ta-da! Alright. Everyone's feet all in the correct order? Perfect.
Sure looks like teleporting with the aetherite crystals.
Yeah. Good job.
Travel to the Beta Quadrant. Oh, what do you know?
Gilly! According to my records, this conduit was last serviced approximately 5,014 years, 6 months, 11 days, 7 hours, and 13 minutes ago. That it should function without mishap may be described as a miracle.
Gee, great. You know what we're dancing.
We're dancing.
Hey, I got battle dance materia.
Please, resuming guidance to Aerochemical Research Facility. Please follow me. This sector, the Beta Quadrant, is home to laboratories which produce chimerical life forms for both military and household applications. Our facility has been awarded 3-star certificate for compliance with ASO 3001. The good behavior of the creatures born here is guaranteed.
Certification.
Please be warned, however, that millennia of neglect may have had an adverse effect on their disposition. For your own safety, please refrain from approaching the creatures.
Got it. Don't poke it with the spear. Estinian, that means you.
I'm less worried about him and more worried about you going up and literally poking it. Don't act like he's the only nuisance in this thing. It's literally in your job description.
That's fair, but these are not Imperial monsters. Therefore, I'm not a nuisance to them.
But the Empire has greatly benefited from the use of elegant technology, so in a way this kind of is.
You know how we're just arguing whether or not I'm a nuisance to the monsters.
The answer is yes. You are. Well, the answer is yes. You're always a nuisance to monsters. And if you're not a nuisance, then you are a menace.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, it's like perfect.
It's a Lamia? I'm trying to...
Lamia.
Yeah.
thought you were about to call it a llama, my dude. I really
No, I know the word. It's just the pronunciation isn't quite clear. Oh look, a llama, a flaming llama, a flaming llama.
I wonder if it likes bananas. Flaming banana llama. Which honestly sounds like a spicy cocktail. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I guess I'll try this way. Oh, this place is so big, and the map isn't exactly clear as to which way everyone else goes. I'm still in the beta quadrant, so...
Your lizard are just that little...
I'm just imagining all the mounts crammed into the cargo bay of the ship.
Right. I wonder how many of them just decide to curl up on your floating bed and take a nap.
Actually, the floating bed is probably positioned above the ones on the bottom to make for more space.
Too bad you don't have multiple floating beds. Then you can make bunk beds for all your mounts. Can you just picture Fluttershy and Tempest like curled up next to your giant hand? Just taking a nap. There we go.
And that was quick.
Woo! Unable to activate matter conduit. Energy shortage detected. Identifying cause. Cause identified. Unauthorized siphoning of energy by chimerical creatures. Locations: the recombination labs and the biomass incubation complex.
Time is short. Let's split up and eliminate the culprits or prey dispatch the creatures at the recombination labs. The rest of us will sweep the incubation complex. Take care and return hither when you are done.
I do like that they're just like, okay, yes, you are already a one-man army. You go take care of this one thing. All the rest of us will go do something else.
Yep. And it's taking me back close to where I just was.
Okay. What about Gilly? Does Gilly just stay there, or does she come with one of you guys?
I think she just stays near it.
That's fair. That's valid. Incoming Reptoid! Incoming Reptoid!
I guess I can try going down this way. 1, 1, 1, 1. And we can use it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody is something number. At least there's no jump scares on that.
Yes.
I know it was just the once, but boy was it a very memorable one.
Yeah, it's playing through Alan Wake 2, and you did that, and as you go, everybody again just goes.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think honestly it was a little bit not your fault, but you were actually the one who broke into the song more than I did, because you did a 1 and I did a 2, and then you did a 3, 4, 5, and then Alan did it, and then we screamed all the freaking ice cream. You yelled a little bit. I think it's hard to tell because I feel as I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was easy.
Thank you, Angel. That was easy. Summons bigger monster.
Well, what?
And we don't have Godbird to take care of this one.
Well, just because a bigger monster came along does not mean that the other creatures weren't easy to destroy.
That is fair.
So literally, in like one hit, you brought them down to 0.7% health in like a singular hit. If that's not easy, bro, I don't know what is.
Yeah. Which is funny because I'm only like 2 levels above, I think, the area, or like 1 or 2.
You know what is also really funny? The fact that apparently these ancient, millennia-old monsters get triggered by the table bug.
And ba-doom!
Well, that was medium.
Yep. Alright, let's look for the other monsters.
Who's the hot dog brothers? 7 in the box. when it breathes its fire, it breathes it on the glowing impulse.
Yeah.
And I know that the monsters don't really damage each other, but you've got to admit that glowing impulse was just like, hey, you, don't do that. I'm not the one you're looking for. Turn your big ass around and go stab the spiky boy.
I think I'd probably say go try to eat the spiky boy, which is going to be, it's like, no, I can't, it's spiky.
I mean, what is eating if not stabbing things with your teeth? Don't look at me like that.
I will look at you like that, and you know I will.
Don't look at me like that right now. We're also going to die to the glowing impulses.
I can do two things at once. I know the button combos.
How well can you do that without dying? Look at you. I see your eyes looking at me. I'm making sure you're not dying. I can see you. Besides, you didn't answer me. I do think I have something of a point. It's a really stupid point.
It is a very stupid point, and that's why I'm looking at you like that.
It doesn't mean it's not a little bit valid. You're still not refuting it.
No, because that's literally, I'm pretty sure, what our canines were originally designed to do, was to stab meat.
Yes. So thank you. Acknowledge the validity of the dump. Hey, no. If you want to throw this pillow at me, you don't get it back. This is the second time, sir.
Because I don't have a dart gun.
Well,
And we're not yet doing an angel attempts, which means I can't shoot you when you inevitably become a menace in Wind Waker. And yes, I know you will become a menace in Wind Waker, because I can totally picture you doing the Zord training thing, at which point you have to roll into the wall and knock over all the pots of the guy upstairs, at which point he starts screaming at you through the floor.
Yes, that's true.
Cool, can I have my pill back for a good point?
Energy restored to the conduit. Please wait a moment while I activate it. No.
Look at that spiky building over there.
It matches your armor.
Why would you need to have a round dome covered in giant metal spikes, though?
I don't know. Do they take birds? So you're worried about landing on your big round dome thing?
It still seems like a stretch. Just why though? Why?
Bro, I was not saying that with anything resembling validity at that
Okay.
point.
I know, it's just a weird architectural choice.
Did you know because you asked clarification or you said I don't know, as though you really were thinking that my brain was going in that direction and did not read.
To be fair, I can't be sure with you sometimes.
That's a fair point, but I would have thought that the sarcasm would have been stronger in that instance.
I don't know. I feel like until like high school, I had a very weak detector for sarcasm. So.
Well, you usually do all right with me. Oh, yeah, I have to admit, you're actually like.
Oh, I think they crash landed here.
I guess you're actually of a 60-40, I'd say, when it comes to sarcasm detection, but you do all right.
This event appears to be well underway. Oh, great.
Perfect. Yeah, I doubt that they will leave anytime soon, however. Nay, they will remain here long after they have stripped the Isle of all its secrets.
Whether or not they mean to linger, their presence here and now is an unwelcome complication.
You're not wrong. Indeed, let us avoid confrontations unless absolutely needful. Look at the one little thing. No, no. You see the little thing? Yeah, look at those. Alright, run!
Alright, let's avoid.
I do wish that your outfits were a little less conspicuous. It is very easy to tell who all of you are. But honestly, I don't even think the bridesmaids are conspicuous.
You don't say. I feel like that would be even more conspicuous.
Imagine it, you know what? No, but you know what really would be conspicuous too, your gentleman outfit.
Close encounters of the sixth kind. AKA, we're definitely gonna have to fight the general guy.
Oh boy. Hide behind you. Warning, intruders detected in force in this squadron. It is recommended that you avoid confrontation when possible. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risks of damages or injury, including death, that you may sustain in the course of guidance. Please follow me to the next Mather conduit. It leads to the Delta Quadrant, where the facility's greatest achievement is located. Alright, I was right. It is the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah. I was wondering if this was going to be like another dungeon, but it's not. Who wants to play Triple Triad up here?
Well, you know what? Maybe you're going to come across a node that has been so bored and is excited that new people like her to play cards with.
Yep. Also, look at my new mount.
Ooh.
But where would it have gotten cards? It should have been at least a few thousand years old.
Well, you know what? Those are vintage cards. Wouldn't you be happy to have a cool vintage collector
The
card?
game didn't exist 5,000 years ago.
You don't know that?
Yes, I do.
How do you know that?
Because it was invented in the Golden Saucer, which was only made within the last few decades at most.
Are you sure? Do you really know how old Godbird is?
Yes, he is not 5,000 years old. Otherwise, Hildebrand would be more well known.
Well, if you didn't know this already, they certainly do not handle death and injury like a normal person. Hildebrand was like zombified.
But he had resistance to it.
Yes, and you know why? Because he had also been kind of zombified after he crash landed.
Yeah.
Things aren't normal for those guys.
Fair enough, but he's not 5,000 years old, I guarantee it. Wait, something is afoot. Something is a hand, too.
What about an elbow? Does someone have an elbow? There is no way. Look at your spear. There's no way you guys are hiding right now.
Ignore the spear sticking out from behind the rock.
Maybe it's a maybe they just think it's a flower bud.
Maybe.
Oh, you asshole.
At least it's not the actual Emperor.
Our
Yeah, well, this guy
objective
does look a
lies
lot
at the
like-
heart of
like
the isle.
Sauron.
Yep, our objective lies at the heart of the Isle.
The third will remain to guard the ship, while the second patrols the perimeter and eliminates any threats.
Fine.
Authoritative
The
pointing.
first will come with me to secure the research facility.
I still question
Let no
the thing
man
of having
be
guns
immortal
in
on
swords.
mission. The Allagans found a means to capture icons alive, and their knowledge lies hid upon this isle.
That's what's on this island?
What?
They found a way to capture icons like Ifrit and Garuda on the island.
Wow.
I thought it was some sort of like control thing after summoning. I didn't realize they actually may have captured them. Oh god, what if the Warring Triad is 3 primals that are currently like locked in combat or something?
Oh my god.
That would be very bad.
If we could but acquire it, we would be able to prevent the beings from returning to plague us, thus ending the cycle of rebirth.
That's a good thing, but if they then break out...
They're gonna be mad.
Oh no.
Plus, I don't trust these guys with anything. What are you worried about?
The Holy See said he wanted to end the crimes of antiquity. What if he plans to capture primals and then use them to fight the dragons? Thus ending the war by killing off the dragons with primals.
God.
That's...
Not good?
Goddamn Algans! So it does explain how they
We
trapped
must
Bahamut in the
remind you
moon.
that success will raise our legion high in the Emperor's regard. Yet, by the same token, his radiance does not tolerate failure. That is all. All troops, prepare for deployment.
Now we have to deal with these guys.
If the Warring Triad is actually undead, I wonder what primals they have.
And that's a good question.
It's probably because here's the thing. Right now, the primals. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see if
So
there's anything.
that is their purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still by sensing. Okay, we're good.
Mhm.
To think that the knowledge used to bind no less a being than Bahamut sleeps here.
Imprisoning a primal in such a manner would represent an effective means to halt the cycle of summoning, were it not for the grave and obvious risks.
Yeah.
Yeah, given how when Bahamut broke out of the moon, he ended up destroying like half the country.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I think it's implied that something happened to kind of like speed up the recovery of everything, which I just haven't been able to do because I haven't been able to go through the Coils of Bahamut because no one joins me when I try to do the missions. But moving on.
We need but refer to past experience, that of Bahamut's calamitous return, to see why this is not the solution we seek.
Right?
Yeah.
Held in duress, a primal will continue to nurse its hatred for mankind. And when it inevitably breaks free, its rage will be beyond quelling.
Like, do you deal with relatively small issues in the, like, you know, in the moment regularly, or do you handle calamitous issues once a generation?
Yeah, and even then, there's no way of knowing if the primal can still gain power while it's imprisoned from those under its thrall continuing to pray to it. While it wouldn't, you know, be able to enthrall new people, nothing's to say that it wouldn't still be able to gain strength from more prayers and eventually break loose.
Making that whole thing even worse, right?
Yeah, ticking time bomb that grows stronger over time.
Whatever folly the Garleans mean to commit, they can wait. We must remain focused on our task.
He's right. We gotta stop the Holy See first and foremost.
Yes, of course.
Deal with the Empire later.
I'd like to keep the Archbishop waiting.
Alpha nuts going nuts. Yes. So for because here's my thought is that I mean, you know, you have like the side quest of finding the harder forms of the primals around, right? So, and obviously that side quest stuff is not necessarily connected to main story stuff, so you don't get locked out of side quests and stuff like that. Or if you do things slightly out of order. I understand that. It makes for some funky continuity, but it makes sense for gameplay. But it does make me wonder that if there are actually some primals that are currently held up here, which ones they are, and whether or not that's affecting anything down on the ground.
I feel like if there are any up here, it wouldn't be any of the ones we've already fought.
Yeah.
Because the whole entire point of them supposedly being captured is that they wouldn't then be able to be resummoned.
And it's not like it would have happened. It's not like anything would have happened. You know, like recently, this place has been abandoned for millennia. But here's my thought. Now, this is a bit of a stretch. But is it that either the icons that are coming back to plague the Earth, or the icons that have been captured in the prison up here, is it possible that one of the two of them is actually not the real one? Something like what happened with Yasal and Shiva, where she thought she had basically become Shiva Reborn, only to realize that they generated a being that didn't have any real connection to Shiva at all.
That's another good point.
I'm just spitballing here and grasping at straws, but
You never know.
it's highly possible that the Warren Triad will be different. But it could be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point we don't know if it's going to be something completely different and us having to fight multiple different primals, or if it's going to be something like that. We have no idea.
Fish! This is the perfect thing to take across a very dry, barren, millennia-old, abandoned city of fish. A giant flying fish. This is perfect. I can see nothing wrong.
Alright, let's go to the teleporter and see what we're going to need to do to potentially reactivate it. Avoid the killer claws of doom. Oh, we're probably going to have to defend the node.
Aww. What's up, Gilly? Thank you. That you have survived to this point is in defiance of possibility, but it appears the danger is not yet past. Bloop! I was like, a warning! Intruders approaching. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. She literally said, flip, whoop, whoop.
Now these guys are pathetic.
Uh-huh.
Now then, who else am I fighting? Oh, hello there.
This funny because your name and title overlap with their names for a moment, so it's like you are actually fighting Imperial nuisances. Which I have to admit, if these guys are also Imperial nuisances, that's just funny.
Yes, you're so bad at your job, you became a nuisance to your own country.
You became a nuisance for the whole kind of nuisance. The nuisance that comes with bad.
Alright. Oh, duty. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight the general guy.
Yeah. Hi everyone.
It took you so long.
There we go. Uh-oh, police incoming. Oh, incoming! Alright.
That would explain my men's silence.
Look at that one guy who just danced back and forth. I know he's doing a battle stance, but it looks like he has to pee.
We meet again. And this time, we will not be interrupted.
By your giant airship. Oh, he's gonna take them on himself.
Show me your power, champions of Eorzea!
I get what he's doing, but also it's the fact that one guy looked like he had to pee. He's quieting him with a lot like he was saying, alright, stop that and just the damn thing.
Come on, Icon player. Impress me. If you insist.
Yeah, just be careful what you wish for, my dude. Like, you're not gonna be right.
Hey, get back here.
Get back. There should be better than that. If you just keep teleporting to the edge of the arena like an asshole.
The giant X's. I have a bad feeling about those. Oh no, yeah, look at that. Kinda reminds me of fighting the old Emperor. Let's aid you! Not for toy soldiers to knock down. At least I was gonna say, you know, it's like at least they're, you know, trying to be like defend the Emperor guy, so. Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy with the sword, how manifested, but that's because we're not right.
Yeah.
So it comes to this.
There is actually so much.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I need our support. No!
Weren't you, like, if you want to take that phone, like, yourself? Are you really regretting that decision and calling for a freaking air support? Like, bro.
Bro got a bro.
Bro got a bro. My reasoning for why you were allowed to stop doing that button. Granted, you were going to do that anyway, because you are in a jail nuisance, clearly you saw.
Yeah, we'll stay out of the Circle of 5 because I'm pretty sure those are not friendly. You know, Austinian's fighting the soldiers over there, but so it's just me and Alphanod now.
You know, how long have you known Alphanod by this point? Your days don't have to do it to tell you what how level he is.
Wait, what happens if I attack this?
Like if you're a great sport game. Hey kiddo, how you doing?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, I gotta ask, how close am I to the end of Heavensward if I'm fighting this guy?
Well, what of course we're fighting the first time.
Yes, the big ship is destroyed, and Iceheart is unfortunately no longer with us.
We're making good friends with Gilly. And we have learned that we really need to read the terms and conditions.
Yes. Bro says he does not wholly remember.
That's the wrong form of holy, but I get what you mean. Although granted it is oddly appropriate considering who we're going here to stop. Yes!
Yeah, we are definitely close, I can tell.
I had heard the tales of your strength, warrior of light, and now that I have experienced it firsthand, Van Baelsar's defeat seems less inexplicable.
Well, I think that's the nicest thing he's ever said to you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, you probably should, but how much do you really want it?
You are a formidable foe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Alas, all good things must come to an end. Allagan's secrets await, and there is no profit to be had in remaining here.
Yeah, we still need to stop the Holy See, so...
Oh, what's going to happen there? No.
Airship.
Oh!
Or
oh.
lots of troops.
Legion! Gilly!
I could probably take them on, but...
Oh yeah, but there's a lot. And the airship, and you have your friends.
Yep, that's bigger than I thought it would be, honestly.
Oh my god, you got battle swords. The one guy got a big gun. You think he would have done it like during the battle, but no.
Keep them occupied.
Oh boy.
Ah, he's gonna try and fly to the central island, I think.
Oh, you're mad?
Well, yeah, because he's running away from like a coward rather than facing me. Face me so I can suplex you, you coward. Even though that's not a move I can do.
You can't suplex in this game.
Fine, I'll stab him up the butt and then wave him around and throw him to the ground.
You kind of were already doing that.
Yep. Thank you, Estinian.
Yes.
It would seem you
Yeah.
had no choice.
I have my bullets.
You must continue on. We will hold them here.
No! Come on!
Fortunately, he's got a bad point.
It should still hold enough energy to be of use to you.
Oh.
Okay. You be careful.
You too. I don't know if I want to touch this thing too much.
As soon as I am able.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Estinian will probably be able to jump his way over much quicker than everyone else.
Yeah.
And because I'm an Azor Dragoon, I technically am using the power of the eye too.
Enough talk.
So.
Make haste and stop the Archbishop.
Hi. No, we can't. You don't have enough time for snowing dolly. There's a lot of stuff happening. Hi, Gilly.
Activate the teleporter.
Okay.
Ishtal, if you end up dead again, I'm going to be really pissed.
Right after everything that happened. To tell you the truth, I am still worried because the way she was talking with her master made it seem like the magic that she's using to be able to see the auras is actually hurting her.
Yeah.
Or it's only going to be temporary. Like, oh my god, your running animation looks really funny right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it looks like a little slippy, or like your character model was not ready to handle that armor and Chrysler. I swear to God.
For those who are wondering, my brother said, gotta kill your Ishtal at least once per expansion. Which, to be fair, I don't have any context, but someone did say that there's been like a lot of fake out deaths with the Scions. So, I honestly would believe that if that was actually the case. Be careful, you guys.
Please.
Or actually, why didn't they all just run through the teleporter too? They can't bring the robots with them through that.
My guess is is that because it still took you some time to activate everything.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So, welcome to the Delta Quadrant, where methods are developed for mastering dragons.
Rouse understands what my bro means.
Yeah. To this day, the sector is home to live specimens brought over from the southern continent of Mercadia. Truly a testament to the greatness of the Allagan Empire.
They have actual dragons here, huh? That must be why Estinian was sensing them.
I regret to inform you that the nether conduit leading to the flagship is no longer functioning. According to my records, it was destroyed by a dragon, which broke free of its restraints when they failed approximately 2,369 years, 1 month, 24 days, 7 hours, and 4 minutes ago. Please find an alternate route to the Atherochemical Research Facility. The Allagan Research Council apologizes for any inconvenience caused.
Well, maybe I can go on these big chains that seem to be linking the islands to one another?
Oh.
the little dragon.
Hi!
So, thy journey hath led thee to this accursed place. Canst thou hear it, mortal? The ceaseless keening of my kind, steeped in 5,000 years of suffering. Keening, sorry.
Yeah.
Long before the Ishgardians and their base betrayal, there lived still more wicked men whose ambitions knew no bounds. Fearful of our might and covetous of our power, they devised means to enslave dragonkind. Their vile misdeeds has set in motion a train of events whose repercussions are felt to this day.
Of course they did.
It's actually been a long time since he's talked to me.
Yeah, right?
Beyond, thou wilt find one of my first brood. Hark thou unto her word, partake thou of her pain, think thou upon the suffering that the conflict between Zarkine and... Oh, another one of his childs, like Hraesvelgr and Needhog.
Oh, yeah. Was his first baby. Hello, quest accepted.
I honestly wasn't expecting to still have more dragony things, because it feels like the dragons just haven't really been a presence in the story since, well...
Yeah?
Yeah, well, since we took out Needhog.
I got it.
Are you good over there?
Yay, now just fighting gravity. Which is...
As Angel does.
It's a fancy way of saying I'm trying not to drop something.
Okay. Have fun, bro.
We'll see you next
Glad you
week.
could check in.
See you next weekend, hopefully.
Yep, see you next weekend, hopefully, bro.
Have fun with your friends.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Now I just have to find a way to get where I want to go.
Yeah.
Tree.
Right now.
River. It's okay, I'm not drunk this time.
In that case,
Rock.
You do realize that makes it worse, right?
I think it makes it better.
No, it makes it worse because then you are running into things while Stone Cold Silver, and then you're just being a dumbass.
Look at this.
Whoa!
It looks almost like a root that was encased in crystal. Honestly, these crystals look very kind of creepy. Like I've been in areas before that have like these corrupted style crystals everywhere, but I don't know, something about them being more jagged and rigid makes them seem more normal than just these weird windy ones. Yeah. Oh, that's like a elite enemy.
You know what that makes me think of? It's gonna be an odd reference because I haven't seen a movie in a very long time, but it makes me think of thorns that Maleficent grew around the castle in Sleeping Beauty.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Although, granted, there's something that's like weirdly organic about them, but also not. And they're a gorgeous color, I'm not gonna lie, that's very pretty, but you're right, they look thorn-esque, they look dangerous.
Yeah. Trying to go up here and...
When your bed is too awkward to go on the... Oh my god!
They said a dragon was stuck here. Maybe I can actually free them.
Maybe.
Great Worm is being held in some manner of restraint.
Okay. Maybe to break these crystals.
Might need to break the restraint, but...
Yeah, like that circular thing. Hi!
Who cometh to this forsaken place and disturbeth my solitude?
Me, a dude. I bring your dad. Hi.
Tiamat, my child.
Hello, mother.
Father, can it truly be you? None other. My form is such that I may journey with it, with Heidelin's chosen. Mortal who desires to end the war between man and dragon. Or sorry, desireth.
Yeah. Practice your fancy speaking.
Many years passed since I was brought low by the men of Alag. To think that war rageth still between our kinds. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Hearken to my tale, child of man. I am Tiamat of Mistgard's Moor's first brood. Yes, I know I pronounced that wrong. Go away. In a time before time, my father did come to this star, bearing 7 eggs. From this star? Are you guys from a different planet?
From these eggs did my children hatch. And once they were full grown, they took wing and
spread across all the lands of Hydaelyn.
All the lands of Hydaelyn, so not just the lands of Azoria, just all of Hydaelyn. I lived with my brood brother Bahamut. I journeyed south to Meridithia, and together we brought forth innumerable children into the world. So Bahamut.
So this person is a brood mate to the literal icon Bahamut? Is that what they're saying?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
We abided in peace, and all was well until the men of Allah came some 5,000 years since. They slaughtered my children in droves and took from me my beloved Bahamut. It was then, when I had fallen into the depths of despair, the black-robed men came unto me, the Asians. So, one of the dragons did mention that the black-robed men had fooled dragonkind before. And it says taken. What if it's not taken as in kidnapped, but taken as in...
Kidnapped? Or
no, killed.
Yeah. Shot warrior base.
They offered to resurrect Bahamut through their dark arts, and I, my grief, accepted. A decision which I shall regret until my dying breath.
God, does that mean that
But
the Bahamut that we know as the Prime
that's
Lord
not the real Bahamut. Bahamut was killed,
Yeah.
and she summoned a primal version of him to get revenge on the Algans, which then they trapped in the moon.
So
Which, well, we know what happened in that regard,
Right?
both involving the Crystal Tower and this, but...
So really, she is, I think that she's female. She is, Groot's sister to the original Bahamut.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything here became, everything with this Bahamut is legit,
Not the real one. Like with Iceheart, it's just...
Exactly.
That's why Heresvalgar said that she wasn't the real Shiva, because he's seen this before.
Yes.
Because he would also have been a broodmate to Bahamut. And he would know that the Bahamut that, raised the world 5 years ago wasn't the real one. It was just a pale imitation.
It does make me wonder if that's the case, how much power the original Bahamut had. If these almost man-made primals are pale imitations, are they actually less powerful than the original?
That's a good question, honestly. And what they brought back was a mockery of my beloved, whereas the Asians gifted him his murders and means to entrap him. Oh, so they played both sides.
Everything about the Asians is hilarious.
Yeah. Know this, child of man. The beings thy kind call gods are not but specters of thy mind's creation, given form at great cost to Hydaelyn. Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Wait, so summoning the primals actually actively hurts Hydaelyn?
Oh dear. That's problematic.
Many such beings yet slumber across the land, brought to heel by the selfsame empire that found me. They must not be released into them.
Does that mean there's so many more primals that we don't even know? You're
No.
in a moment. What's up?
It's not saying that there are more primals we don't know about. It's saying that there are other primals that are imprisoned, like Bahamut in the moon. Meaning there's all these primals, there's all these ticking time bombs of primals just sitting around. And with the Asians talking about Hydaelyn's strength weakening, if they manage to free a whole bunch of them, it could potentially weaken Hydaelyn enough that it can't fight off whatever that dark crystal is we saw at the end of The Realm Reborn.
Plus, not only that too, but the way granted, I'm not 100% sure, but given the fact that that your blessing was basically severed from Hydaelyn, it makes me wonder if that was a form of weakness too. If somehow Hydaelyn was weakened by the breaking of, whatever bond that you have, and that's actually you've been rebuilding it by getting the crystals back. It makes me wonder if there was enough damage done that things are going to get
I think she was already weak, because even before that happened, we haven't been able to speak with her since The Realm Reborn ended. She hasn't given us any more messages or talked to us. The closest we came is when we got our fourth crystal back and she warned us.
Yeah.
But even then, the message was broken up and we couldn't hear it.
Maybe it's
Probably.
Yeah.
If thou wouldst end the conflict, vanquish the Asians and deliver the weak of will from the bonds of their dark influence. Can I free you from your bonds?
Please.
Look, I know you're a dragon, but I feel like there might be a way to free her. In 5,000 years, my child, wilt thou not forgive thyself?
Wow. A dragon who actually pays attention to the passing of time. Or in a more forgiving way than most dragons.
The release of death is denied me here, yet I desire not freedom. Nay, father, I shall live with my regret until the world itself hath ceased.
Oh, come on, Tiamat.
So she probably doesn't want me to free her. Such is my punishment for sorting with darkness, for call forth some elemental creature with blacken my beloved's memory. Yeah.
Look, dragons have been stubborn, right, Matthew? But she made a bad mistake. I'm not going to deny that, and I'm not going to deny it hasn't been. I'm not going to deny it probably hasn't been costly, but they were betrayed more than once for this, and she wanted her brother back.
Yeah.
And she didn't go on this spree and start attacking. At least not that we know of. She wanted a way to bring back her brother, and then realized that she was being played, and that's not her fault for being played by the assholes.
Yeah. I just realized I think part of the crystal is growing in her chin, so it could be that even if we free her, that she's too corrupted by the crystals.
Those feathers seem to make her twitching.
Yeah.
Oh!
Am I gonna complete the bond?
Please?
I'm gonna need it if I'm gonna need to fight the Asians for the last part.
Please? What if she is that soul? What if she is the soul that you need to trap the Asians? The way that we needed Mongrona?
Maybe. We'll see.
That would be an interesting I understand too they may be playing up Athenian for that role, but I feel like she could be an interesting...
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
The full circle.
Idolin!
Whoa!
Whoa.
It enhanced.
The snowflake now. Congratulations.
Warrior of light,
Heidelin.
beloved son,
Hi, Mom.
the
Menu
light
music.
abideth within thy heart again.
Here. Feel.
Full valiantly didst thou overcome thy many trials,
Thank you. I'm glad you're proud.
but glory not in thy success. For the servants of darkness are ever close at hand.
Yes.
The fact that the symbol, though, enhanced
Receive of
itself.
me my blessing once more.
Yay.
I wonder if my blessing's stronger
and go
now.
forth to shine thy light on all creation.
Thanks, Mom. Sending you out with a flashlight and a pack of cookies. There you go. There you go. Didn't really make any mention of the fact that it was severed.
Thou hast broken down the wall I built around thee, and partaken of thy mistress's blessing once more.
Yeah, I mean...
It was a wall. The blessing wasn't destroyed. It was
hidden.
cut off, hidden.
Yeah, and it was his fault.
Yeah, but
Strong art thou, mortal. Stronger than any other of thy kind.
What was your goal? What did you want us to do?
is my blessing stronger?
Upon thy deeds, I am convinced thou art worthy to bear her light.
Surely there are other ways to test that.
The Covenant bound me to thee, but 'twould seem our fates were mingled from the first. Though I will not fight thy battles, I will yet lend thee my wings.
Do you get
Oh?
to fly?
I don't know.
We have flying dragon. No, you look normal. Normal as you ever can, wearing an face armor.
Whoa!
You get him as a mount? Look at that, you have a throne!
Mortal, we go to to cast out the darkness.
Look at that.
Oh, that is cool.
Look at that saddle. Look at that. That's a happy warrior nod right there.
And honestly, the Dragoon armor fits for this. It just...
It does, but you best be careful because that looks like a comfy seat, and you're going to have stabbed it in about 7 different places.
Mm-hmm.
So exit carefully.
But I can finally fly to the center now.
Woohoo!
Can now ride a dinosaur. I can't pronounce the name.
Vidgarsmore.
Vidgarsmore.
Okay, well, maybe mine wasn't really any good.
Freebird, Azizla.
Maybe, okay, here's the thing. Maybe I didn't pronounce it any better than you did. Like, maybe I did not pronounce it anywhere correctly, but you were just like, Vidgarsmore, and you just gave up at the end of it.
Yeah. Whee!
So, now what?
Now I head to the giant, creepy, whatever the heck this is, in the center of the city.
Not appropriate. It is, well...
It is big and it's creepy, and I need to go to the top of it.
And it's got some of the, aqua, teal, seafoam, green, turquoise, whatever it is color.
Hello there, Mr. Guidance Node.
No, it's Misguidance Node.
Misguidance Node, sorry. Heavensward. I think this might be the end of the quest.
Oh! Welcome to the flagship, Master Or. You are almost at your destination. Warning! Intruders detected in the vicinity. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. The last time that happened, there were actual monsters that just popped around you.
Only after proving your bravery in the face of countless perils has the Father of Dragons found you to be worthy heir of light, and granted you a place upon his back.
Ooh. I do love to bend that, like, in that one, she just says, warning, there are intruders, and then just blow it away.
Yep.
Oh, chemical research facility. Hello.
Why is someone... is that crafting or away from keyboard? I can't remember, but whatever it is, what are you doing just sitting up here?
Warning, intruders approaching. Hi.
Are these Empire guys? I think they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the question is, do we want to try and do this dungeon tonight?
What time is it?
It's almost 8, but I've only been streaming for like an hour and a half, so...
I have no idea.
I feel like I want to at least try, and then if it's too long...
The dungeon and trials right after this. There.
Okay.
And you're done with Heavensward.
Do you know about how long it takes, Rose? I just want to make sure that I'm not, like staying up 2 extra hours, because I have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow at the latest.
This area secured, lifting access restriction to the Aetrochemical Research Facility. Restriction lifted. You may enter the facility at your leisure. Ending guidance. Unknown energy detected within the Aetrochemical Research Facility. Please exercise caution. I am pleased to have been of service to you, Master Aura. Please send my regards to Master Wedge. Deactivating. Bye, Gilly.
The Chemical Research Facility.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Dude, we're just leaving her up here. Is it? The boss's mechanics where you need to run fast in and out of balls. If you don't know what that means, that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel I made the mistake of when I was ending. Okay, boss has 2 phases. I made the mistake when doing Heavensward of going into the movie dungeon, in the middle, towards the end of my stream. So, and that added an extra 2 hours to my stream that I was not expecting to have.
Okay. Well,
unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do that tonight because I do actually have a set time when I need to stop.
If that is the case,
Okay, it is movie dungeon. Okay, in that case, we will...
Go do something else?
Yes, we will find something else to do. Yes, we will find something else to do for the rest of the stream.
Okay.
Because right now... Yes. If it's a movie dungeon, we will come back, and the next time you know what? Next time we stream this, I can just title it Heavensward, the end of Heavensward.
Yeah, it's basically movie dungeon part 2. This is the sequel. This is the sequel movie dungeon. I should bring popcorn. You look a little dead, right? Ah, look at you. I haven't seen your pals in armor for a bit.
Let's see if I can take on this big enemy here. Oh, never mind. I thought it was going to be more difficult.
Hey, well, I'm here.
I thought it was going to be like one of those boss enemies, but nah, I guess not. I almost forgot. I can heal now.
Woo!
And I actually have a move that requires MP now as well.
I have to admit, looking at you in this outfit and bring back fond memories to the Helderberg class.
I honestly thought that I had changed the outfit around, but I'll have to head back to an area that's a safe zone to double check that.
At the very least, you look very similar to what it was before, so any differences I'm not actively remembering right now.
Yep. Alright, let's go back to New Gardena for a bit.
But you had the blue and the white and the plate armors and it just makes me think of it.
Mm-hmm. There's that one.
Ah, yes. There you go.
Okay, yeah, so it is still... Oh, there it is, Creed Paladin, I forgot.
Oh, that's what we're looking for. Look at you.
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, look at that cape.
Mm-hmm. Fancy, fancy cape. The question is, what do I do when Drunken Sailor?
Well, Drunken Sailor I don't know. You're gonna be Drunken Sailor. Maybe go to the Golden Saucer. That seems like a good place for Drunken Sailors. I mean, I don't know what else he would do. Any like class things you want to work on?
I don't think any of my classes are ready to move on. I can double check. You know what? Since I'm here, I'm gonna see if I can get anyone for Coils of Bahamut turn 1.
Okay.
Probably not, but I mean the average time is half an hour, which means no one's doing it. So while I'm doing that, I can. You know what? Yeah, I'll check the rest of my classes, see what they're up to.
You're gonna be a culinary and you're only at level 9. Oh, whoa, that's right. I forgot you look like this.
What about Born? Do I have any
Whoa.
classes and jobs tab? Ah, yes.
There we go.
I'm trying to remember though if I did some of them. Oh, I can do the next Archer quest since I am at level 50.
That's true. Look at you right now. You look like a pastel Robin Hood.
Yep, it's the coral outfit. I think it was like the unique outfit I got for completing the level 50 quest for the Archer.
Well, you know what? It coordinates with your skin beautifully, and it matches your butterfly tattoo. See?
Oh, I can actually get a whole bunch of new gear.
Look how pretty you are. Oh my god! You look like a court jester! My man! What just happened?
I got the rainbow cap of aiming, the rainbow robe of aiming, the arrowskin gloves of aiming, the rainbow slops of aiming, and the arrowskin shoes of aiming.
Rainbow is a stretch. That is green and gold and black and white. I wouldn't call that rainbow, but you certainly are colorful. my god, wait, imagine flying around with Midgar some more. Wear it looking like this.
Well, since you say that. Onward to battle! He's like, I seriously misjudged you. Why am I here? Why are we doing this? Why am I like this?
Maybe he's thinking like, my god, dude. Did you really just have to wait for throughout all the long and grueling trials to get back your blessing of life, and then when you finally are letting down your guard enough to show me just how much of a weirdo you really are? I don't know what to make of you anymore, and I just thought I had you.
Just wait until we do the next Hildebrand quest. I'm guessing he's going to watch it and be just like, what on earth is happening? On the road again. Would rise greater heights in your art. Precisely the man I wish to see. You will know that I've been training the members of the God's Quiver. Well, the experience has proven most insightful. Taking a keen interest in the development of the younger generation, I feel that my songs have gained in power. Yours good too, my friend. If you have a mind to rise to the heights of inner art, I invite you to come with me to Quiver's Hole. There's an individual whom I want to introduce you. Certainly. Ignore the clown outfit.
I know.
I can't. The thing is, this was like main story rewards. I can't believe the main story is like, hey, you want to be a jester?
It really should be. I would honestly. That almost feels like it would become like a subclass of the magician or something, or something like that, or like a performer.
Well, to be fair, I am a bard, so.
Yeah, but still, like the bards. I think of like making music and stuff. You look like you should be juggling apples and,
swallowing swords and
swallowing swords and making pears appear out of people's ears. I mean, I don't know.
Well, now to introduce to you Swanson, a captain of the Order of the Twin Adder.
Sanson. There's no W in that name, sir.
My mistake. Sanson. He's a skilled lancer and a fervent believer in the power of song. As a matter of fact, he now seeks to establish a new unit which incorporates bards. So in order to finally meet you, Aura, your herald often speaks of you and highly.
Look at his spear. It looks like there's a happy face on it.
I kind of like the spear. It looks like the lightning spears from Tears of the Kingdom. As you have heard, I seek to establish a new unit. It is my belief that bards would give forces a tactical advantage. To that end, if the gods quiver to request our cooperation. Alas, they were not receptive to my proposal. Many remained skeptical of the power of song and would sooner spend their time bending the bow than plucking the harp, but I was not deterred. I scoured ancient tomes and reached out to Mughals to find decisive proof of bards worth in battle. Pleased to say that my efforts have finally yielded fruit. There exists a legendary song that is said to bring a battle to an immediate conclusion.
Oh my god.
The Ballad of Oblivion it's called. And on the condition that I find it, I shall convince the leaders of the God's Quiver that mine is a worthwhile cause.
Now that would be a really cool overlap. Imagine that, like, Elder Scrolls and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, speaking of which, the meeting is about to begin. I take my leave of you. I have a bad feeling about the so-called Song of Oblivion, though.
Yeah.
My only hope is that it's, like, so emotional that it, causes people to stop fighting. Without giving us a chance to bring up our own business. Actually, why don't we join Sanson in the meeting? As it pertains to bards, I doubt our presence will be taken amiss. Come, let us go to the seat of the first bow. Oh, right, I forgot they have their own little secret room in the God's Quiver.
I also am kind of amused by to tell you the truth, no offense, but given that he specifically reached out to the Mughals, and the Mughals are what the Mughals are, it does make me think that maybe this song's power is overstated.
Yes, but also to be fair, the Mughals are the ones who gave me the crystal I needed to become a bard. Like, they gave me the soul of the bard that I needed to actually become a bard. So, it wouldn't be outside the possibility.
Yeah, but still... Sorry, my brain just goes back to Dear Rope in Heaven.
The meeting isn't faring well, I'm afraid. The God's Quiver are disinclined to cooperate. To bear witness to the ballad's power, you will change your mind. I am certain of it. I must allow such a decisive way to end a battle does pique my interest.
Yes.
My investigation has revealed the song originates from the western reaches of Korthus. It's my intent to journey there and find it. As a matter of fact, I've already submitted the paper to God's Quiver, requesting a bard to accompany me on this expedition. Rest assured, we have already handpicked one for you. Not that there were many to choose from, mind you. Chachel has scarcely commenced in his lessons, after all. Now, times as they are, even a man of us is precious. Therefore, before we commit one of yours to the cause, I would test your fitness to undertake this expedition.
Oh boy.
What would you have me do? Demonstrate your martial prowess. Simple as that. Enraged treants have been plaguing the travelers of the Twellswood. I would have you and your companion to deal with them. Lest you worry, we've assigned you someone capable. I shall have him join you presently at Spire, near where said tree. Good fortune to you, Captain.
Oh boy.
That we are come to your partner, Sora. It is my desire that you accompany him on his expedition. I request this of you because I know of no finer bard. Furthermore, I believe that you will gain something from this experience. First, there is the matter of the trial. I find myself dubious as to whether the God's Quiver actually means to lend sense in a bar. Pray aid him in dispatching the tree.
Oh dear.
Creatures are fearsome foes. I would be heartened for your assistance. I shall go ahead to the spire. Pray join me at your early inconvenience.
Okay, I thought he had left already, so I was like, oh yes, go and find this guy whenever you so choose. The treants will be, cinematically waiting for you. Hey, you got somebody for your party.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
Really, bro? I just got here.
Oh my god.
I was caught unawares. Be careful. Evil trees.
And I see no friends around now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one. I know it doesn't matter, but that one tree on is just standing on the poor guy.
Forgot how much of the archer is also just running around and avoiding attacks.
Yep, you're squishy.
I am squishy, but I can attack while running away, because all my attacks are ranged.
You are light and squishy. Now you're gonna just...
Here, I poke your head.
It does look like you're kind of forcing his neck down. I'm not gonna lie. Push, 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 push. Hey, okay. Whoa! Jesus. Oh, that was close. Damn, where can I get those arrows? Those were awesome. Hey, you. Hi, Moogle.
Who are you?
Oh, he looks mad to see him.
Famous Aura Sentry, I take it.
Hi. Dark Nod.
Not half bad, brother. Assertive archer.
Uh-huh.
Not half bad. Aura is a prodigy, how do you know? That's why I gave him the charm coupon.
Aww. Hello? Goldilocks.
I just read Guide a lot.
Guide, oh yeah, you know what? You're probably more morality guide a lot.
What is the meaning of this interference? They are in the midst of a trial, for God's sake. Don't have a fiddle, man. It isn't good for your heart. Besides, I wouldn't call it interference, seeing as I'm part of this merry band.
Well, you certainly took your sweet time getting here.
I'm like, his smirk is so punchable.
It's you know what? He basically has the same look at his face as the guy who murdered Archibald. Yeah. And I already don't like that.
You know what? He also has like the face that kind of looks like the guy from the Spear Quest.
Oh.
The guy who panicked and fell off a cliff at the level 30.
The one who kidnapped one of the trainees to use as bait.
Yep. It's true, Koopa. I was present when he received his orders, and I was also present when he said, "What a bloody bother. I hope they botched the trial." Aye, well, I did say those words, I'll not deny it, but seeing Aura in action has changed my mind. I'm Guy Delat of the Golden Bowls. I don't care for fame or fortune, and I couldn't give two farts about this verge of death-like doomness hereafter.
No, you've got the alliteration.
I do, however, have an interest in song. I can't pass over the chance to travel with an exceptional bard like yourself, and I promise I won't be poor for my fine company.
Oh, great.
Well, things have certainly taken an interesting turn. You know that Guy Delat is among my most promising students. I can vouch for his ability.
True.
Ability, aye, but not else. I have a feeling you two have a history.
Oh, definitely. Look at them.
I know about you, Guy Delat, the spend. Or the spent.
Yeah, the spent.
Your reputation as a troublemaker precedes you. You treat authority with contempt, shirk duty at every turn, and make a general nuisance of yourself.
Oh, you two will get along great.
I was just thinking that. But this intellects of you means that they want me to fail. My hopes of finding about oblivion, all up in smoke. Say it straight to my face, will you?
He did.
Jado, do we really have to travel with this pompous prat? Or and I alone can do just fine. We don't need anyone else. Without me, you say? What do you think is the driving force behind the expedition? Also, to be fair, having someone who's like a more close-range attacker would probably be helpful.
No, and then there's you next to the Moogle in your jester outfit.
Can I just grab both of them and just headbutt each other to get over the conflict? Suppose beggars can't be choosers, or I must return to Cooper's Hold with word of the trial success. Please join me there.
I have to admit, not only did he shake his head, but he also rolled his eyes. That was a complex animation there.
Yeah.
More complex than the game normally goes for. You know, they usually have like the shrugs, like the thinking head tilt with the hands.
I just have a feeling I'm going to be on babysitting duty now.
Yeah, you are. And which is really funny because you look like someone who needs to be babysat. Look at you.
Guy Delat may have his failings, but he's not a bad fellow. Truth be told, I had intended to introduce him to you as well. To that end, I asked Bruno Poki to seek him out, only to have him appear as our quiverman. Fate works in strange ways, does it not?
Yeah.
A pity he and Sanson do not see eye to eye. Their personalities are simply too far apart, and the gulf will not be easily bridged. There will be a burden upon you in watching over these two disparate souls. Doubt not, but that you will grow as a bard.
Oh, that's great.
But come, let us head back to Cortina. It is too early to leave those two unchaperoned.
Yep, you're definitely a babysitter. Sure, they'll call it chaperone, but I think it's because they speak a little bit too fancily to call it babysitting.
Yeah, I'm just imagining me having to get like one of those kid leashes around them so that way they don't murder each other.
Someone's name around the fence, it was Baby Bat. And someone over there is just named Chloe. Oh, that's great.
Done as bad and cold the enraged Trish. Trish, you have no objections to the expedition. None whatsoever, nor do I have any doubt that Guy Delat will be of great help to you. I shall look forward to your good tidings in days to come. I will say, though, above all else, I am glad that the bards are actually starting to make an impact on the Archers Guild, because I think when I originally started the quest, everyone came to my teacher to ask about, archery skills, but he turned them down because he couldn't hold the bow due to some trauma. But he was very interested when I actually expressed interest in, becoming a bard. So it is nice to see that other people are actually realizing that there's some, potential there.
Yeah.
Alright, it's now official. We may proceed with the expedition. Let us depart for the Holy See at once, lest you wonder I've already secured passage into Ishgardian territory.
Oh boy.
A reminder, we have a golden chance to raise the standing of bards within our nation. Let us succeed in our mission and find the Ballad of Oblivion.
It's gonna be really funny is if you get to
Are you stiff when he's like to snap in half?
if you get to Ishgard and to the Holy See and you actually come across the Archbishop. Because he's needed for this side quest, rather than the fact that he's currently in Az's law.
Yeah, it'll be a growing journey, but so long as you work together, you're bound to succeed, Kupal. So it is to Ishgard then. Safe travels, my friend. I shall await your return, all looking forward to hearing such songs as are born of your experience. From what I understand, I feel like a lot, as much as that is a concern, I think that a lot of class quests and stuff actually directly avoid interacting with, like, the specific, like, main story characters as a way to prevent that kind of problem from cropping up.
Continuity snarls.
Yeah, I know in some MMOs you can actually find people who have been defeated in the past, so that way, you know, they can continue giving you quests and stuff, but I haven't seen that happen yet in Final Fantasy. But actually, in most cases, the characters will actually mention specifically that certain events have already happened.
Yeah, okay.
Like for example, you know, when we went to meet Yashtol's sister, she Alphanad's like, oh, you know her. So,
yeah.
so you know, the game kind of the writers seem to kind of account for you knowing certain people or certain things, and that's happened for other quests too, with people that like I know from like previous like classes that I've gotten. First, I should make inquiries here in Iceheart as for you, or pray rest and recover your strength. You'll likely need to have it for the road. Damn it, man! We're here in a new place, one that hasn't been open to visitors for over a decade. You got your nose buried in a bloody buck. Take a moment to feel the city, I say, and to that end, I'm off to a tavern to get a feel for the locals. The young and female side.
What was that laugh you just made?
My best at doing his laugh because the expression on his face looked kind of creepy. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Next bard quest will be available at level 52. Requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. And the derby music was playing.
Yep. You know what I think is interesting with Gagala is that assuming that is how his name is supposed to be pronounced, I feel like there's almost an undercurrent of meaningful name there. Because if you say it out loud, it sounds like guide a lot, meaning that he may be more of a mentor or something than we realize.
Maybe.
Oh.
I just realized my Dragoon armor is actually, I think, better, like, in terms of, like, level stuff equipped than my Creed Paladin. Although, actually, that might just be because I haven't put on the best... Oh, yeah, I just haven't put on the best gear yet. Mm-hmm. There we go.
Oh, yes. Now you all...
Yeah, it's still technically one level below, but whatever.
Woohoo! So, what are you gonna do now, you Imperial nuisance, you?
No idea.
Wait! Can we stop by the bar and see if Tataru's still there?
Sure.
Whee!
Bar hopping.
Bar hopping!
By which I mean I'm going to jump over the balcony when I get into the bar.
Yeah, that tracks for you. You're on hard times.
Yep.
Whee!
Also, look at the plus side. Oh, she's telling stories, I think. This love, all powerful, shining love.
Gather round, gather one, gather all.
Oh, she's singing them songs.
That's so cute. Guidalot may not be that bad of a guy, but I kind of... There's a sense where, like, Tataru has, like such a cute innocence about her that I kind of want him to be like, okay, look, you back up a little bit. She's, like, adorable. She's, like, she is adorable, and you keep your hands to yourself.
Yes. I just remembered something.
What?
When we complete...
No.
When we complete this final bit of Heavensward, guess what we'll unlock?
Hildebrand?
Yes, I am a random man.
Doing only what the Vanderbilt can. From yours, the Vanderbilt.
Yep, when we complete Heavensward, from what I understand, based on what happened with Realm Reborn, I believe that then we will then unlock the next series of Hildebrand quests, which I think it was either Paul or my brother did confirm that series of quests does end with Hildebrand being smacked into the stratosphere with a frying pan by his mother, and thus doing the "I must go, my people need fate" pose as he flies through the air and ends the quest. Oh yes, also the Heavensward raids. Can't forget those.
Okay. Look at your little Sid. He was kind of running in the little...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose, are those raids sort of like the Crystal Tower where I have to seek them out independently? Or are they like something that I need to do on my own? Or no, I don't have to do on my own, but I'm assuming I'm going to have to seek them probably out on my own somewhere with the Blue Quest.
Oh, that's so cute. think a little kid running around is actually really adorable. Something about his little running animation is cute.
Yep. Okay, so good to know. Always good to know that the people are still doing the raids. I thought that, given how the Crystal Tower, I didn't have too much trouble getting people together for the raid. But nice to know that the raids are still widely done. It's only Bahamut. That's fair. I just don't understand why Bahamut isn't in a roulette. Though, from what someone told me, apparently Bahamut used to have like what people consider to be the hardest boss of A Realm Reborn in it. At least if you're not like level 90 or something. So, then again, I suppose I could always get my brother together and see if he knows how to do the raid without... What's it called? Like, how to do it without, like, the level cap. Because I'm pretty sure that he could just choose a class and then that's at, like, a level 120 or whatever it is and then get us through the raid together. Because I have, for everything I've heard, the story of the Coil of Bahamut is excellent and worth doing.
Look at your little sage just running around. It's so cute. Are you getting ready to end, do you think?
I think so, yeah.
You know what you should really do? Because we start off doing the Manderville in Ishgard, you should end by doing the Manderville. Do it for Samson! Do it for Samson! Cheer him up! Samson! Yes, I am a wonderful man doing only what a Manderville can. From Eorzea to Manderville.
Yeah, just too bad that I can't do the lotteries anymore.
Look, someone else is performing it for you. Like, yes. Wave your camera around. I want to see if you can see him. Do it. Yes, do it for them. Do it for them.
I'm trying to lock onto them. It's not letting me.
Red. There we go. You may not be able to join the lotteries, but you will still make Vanderbilt friends.
Yes. Though I will say, I think that is where I shall end. Thank you for joining, everyone. I hope that you had a good time. Next time I play this, we shall complete Heavensward.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Your friend clapped for you. I just hope you know that. It was
Yay.
really cute.